Good morning, I'm Kofa Mensah, and this is Chale News for Wednesday, August 20th. Today, the anti-immigration group threatening Ghanaians in South Africa has found a powerful new ally, and their September 30th deadline is still live. The Cedi is strong, but local manufacturers are hurting. Plus, our nurses are leaving at alarming rates. Let's get into it. We've been watching this one, and it just got more serious. March in March. The movement that drove over 1,600 Ghanaians out of South Africa has now formalized an alliance with AfriForum, a well-funded Afrikaner lobby group with real legal and political muscle. The deal was confirmed on August 18th. Their mother of all protests is still set for September 30th. This is no longer just street agitation. Full breakdown on chale.news. 200 to 400 nurses and midwives. Every single month. Gone. That's what Ghana's Nurses Association is reporting, and in 2025 alone, more than 10,000 left. The GRNMA is also warning members about unlicensed recruitment agents, exposing them to exploitation abroad. This brain drain is gutting our healthcare system quietly, and there's no serious policy response in sight yet. The Cedi is sitting at GHS 10.94 to the dollar. Inflation is at 4.6%. Those are genuinely good numbers. But here's the catch. Factory owners say a strong Cedi makes imported goods cheaper than anything they can produce locally. So while consumers benefit at the shops, local manufacturers are being squeezed out. The Mahama government hasn't announced a fix yet. On the political polling front, a 17,000 voter survey puts Bawumia ahead of every NDC presidential candidate tested, with support ranging from 45.7% to 49.9%, depending on the matchup. But here's what voters actually said matters. Character, jobs, cost of living, not party loyalty. That's the real headline from this survey. Full analysis at chale.news. Meanwhile, in Parliament, NPP MP, Fred Kie Asamoah, is alleging that the majority blocked a bipartisan probe into the Bank of Ghana's negative equity back in 2025, even after the minority raised the alarm. No formal inquiry has been scheduled since. If true, that's a serious accountability failure. The Bank of Ghana itself, though, is making a transparency move worth noting. Governor Dr. Johnson Pandit Ashiyama announced the central bank has switched to majority voting on interest rate decisions and will now publish each committee member's individual reasoning. It's been in place since March 2025, but only just publicly confirmed. Puts us in line with the US Fed and Bank of England. In court, the Adu-Boahene NSB fraud trial is getting heated. A defense lawyer has publicly accused Deputy Attorney General Dr. Justice Sremsai of going on Joy News and saying things that directly contradict what the prosecution's own investigator swore to in court. The Deputy AG hasn't responded. When the state's own case starts contradicting itself publicly, that's a problem. GoldBod CEO Sammy Gyamfi pledged at the National Mining Dialogue 2026 to fully fund rehabilitation of 6 water treatment plants shut down by mining pollution plants that serve over 100,000 Ghanaians in the western and central regions. Good pledge. But no budget, no contractor, no timeline announced. We'll be watching. Ghana's MP for Abuakwa South went on BBC's Focus on Africa to say something that needed saying. Africa's flood. Early warning systems are useless if governments have no guaranteed money to act on them. At least 12 people died in Ghana's June floods. He's calling for legally protected disaster funds that can't be raided. It's a sensible ask. Former Energy Minister Boakye Agyarko has entered the NPP chairmanship race. Over 50 constituency chairpersons collected nomination forms on his behalf on the same day. His pitch: rebuild the party into a 2028 winning machine. No contest date yet. The Office of the Registrar of Companies is pushing back against a cybersecurity authority sanction, arguing the rules it allegedly broke didn't even exist when it completed its procurement. The ORC also says it was publicly named 57 days before its compliance window closed. The CSA hasn't responded. Retroactive enforcement is a real governance question here. Students, this one's for you. Ghana's Rent Control Department says it's moving to live hearings on hostel complaints starting Monday, with campus desks being set up at tertiary institutions too. Acting Commissioner Frederick Opoku is making this official at a press conference the same day. If your landlord has been exploiting you, this is your moment. Fresh graduates with Ghana card name, mismatches blocking their national service registration. There's a fixed desk open now. The NSA has set up a one-stop help desk at its Accra headquarters, with NIA and Ghana Publishing Company officials on site. It opened Wednesday the 19th, no closing date set. Go early. Ghana's National Sports Authority boss publicly said it. We let our athletes down in Glasgow. 2 medals from the 2026 Commonwealth Games. The admission is rare, but there's no corrective plan on the table yet. Saying it is, step 1. What comes next? We'll end on something to smile about. Ebusua Dwarfs have won the DOL Super Cup for the first time in their history. Beat Semper Fi FC 5-4 on penalties at Len Clay Stadium in Obuasi after a 1-1 draw. Historic. Congratulations to the Cape Coast faithful. That's your August 20th digest, Chale. Every story we covered today has more depth waiting for you at chale.news. Stay informed. I'll see you tomorrow.